The AI news cycle is still orbiting one company, but today the angle shifts from government restriction to product rollout. And that matters because the same models are now being sold, limited, and regulated at the same time. Anthropic's Claude Fable 5 is officially out broadly, while Claude Mythos 5 is still gated behind limited access, according to Anthropic's platform docs. At the same time, OpenAI is pushing health and wellness improvements into ChatGPT for free users, which is a very different kind of expansion. And in the background, the talent war and the infrastructure build-out keep moving fast. This is TSL, Byte Sized, your daily AI news brief for Saturday, June 20th, 2026. Let's get into it. The biggest story today is Anthropic's split launch for Claude Fable 5 and Claude Mythos 5, according to Anthropic's platform documentation. Fable 5 is generally available across the Claude API, Claude platform on AWS, Amazon Bedrock, Vertex AI, and Microsoft Foundry, while Mythos 5 is not broadly available and is instead limited to approved customers in Project Glasswing. That distinction matters because it shows Anthropic is treating its newest models as two different products with two different distribution strategies, not just one release with a single access policy. For developers, that means the model you hear about in a launch announcement may not be the model you can actually deploy at scale. It also matters for enterprise buyers, who now have to track not just performance and pricing, but which model is available where and under what approval process. According to Anthropic, customers who want Mythos 5 access need to contact Anthropic, AWS, or Google, which makes the rollout feel more like a controlled enterprise program than a standard public launch. In a market where availability can change quickly, that kind of split release is a signal worth watching. OpenAI is also making a move, and this one is aimed at a very broad audience. According to Memeburn, the company announced on June 18th that it has significantly improved ChatGPT's ability to handle health and wellness questions, and those changes now reach free users as well. The update is tied to GPT 5.5 Instant, which suggests OpenAI is trying to make everyday health-related conversations feel more useful without turning ChatGPT into a specialized medical product. That matters because health is one of the most common places people test general-purpose AI, and it is also one of the most sensitive. If the system is better at recognizing when to respond carefully, when to ask follow-up questions, and when to avoid overconfident answers, that changes how people use it in daily life. According to Memeburn, the company framed this as a meaningful improvement in handling wellness prompts, which puts the emphasis on practical usefulness rather than a flashy new model name. For listeners, the takeaway is simple. OpenAI is continuing to widen the gap between what paid and free users can do. But in this case, the upgrade is landing on the free side too. Another major development is OpenAI's hiring spree. And according to business model analyst, the company has brought in Google DeepMind's Noam Shazir and former White House AI policy official Dean Ball in the same week. Shazir is one of the most recognizable names in modern AI research, and his arrival adds more technical weight to OpenAI's bench as the company prepares for a public debut. Ball's hiring is a different kind of signal because it suggests OpenAI wants more policy fluency inside the company, as regulation, export controls, and public scrutiny keep intensifying. That combination matters because the next phase of AI competition is not just about model quality. It is also about who can navigate talent, governance, and market timing at once. According to business model analyst, the timing is especially notable because these hires landed right before an IPO, which makes them part of a broader preparation effort. For the industry, this is another reminder that the race for AI leadership is happening in research labs, boardrooms, and policy circles all at the same time. India's AI infrastructure story is also getting bigger, and Reliance is now at the center of it. According to Republic World, Reliance Industries announced a sovereign AI backbone powered by NVIDIA GB300 chips and renewable energy in Jamnagar, with the goal of making AI more affordable and accessible across India. The company is positioning the project as national-scale infrastructure rather than just another cloud or model announcement. That matters because sovereign AI efforts are increasingly about control over compute, data, and deployment, not just about building chatbots. According to the Economic Times, Reliance is also framing the effort as a broader strategy to democratize AI in India through sector-specific services and lower-cost access. For listeners, the practical significance is that one of the world's largest markets is trying to build its own AI foundation instead of relying entirely on foreign platforms. If the rollout works, it could shape how Indian businesses, developers, and public sector users adopt AI over the next few years. Quick hit, according to CNBC, John Jumper is reportedly leaving Google DeepMind for Anthropic, adding another high-profile move to the ongoing AI talent shuffle. The detail matters because top researchers are still moving between the biggest labs, and those moves can reshape both product roadmaps and internal priorities. In a field this competitive, one senior hire can say a lot about where a company thinks the next breakthrough is coming from. Before I let you go, keep an eye on whether Anthropic expands Mythos 5 access beyond Project Glasswing, because that will tell us whether this is a temporary gate or a longer-term product strategy. Also watch how OpenAI's health improvements are received as more users test them in real conversations, since that could shape the next round of safety and product updates. Both stories are about access, but in very different ways. That is TSL, Byte Sized for Saturday, June 20th, 2026. Find the show on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you get your podcasts. See you tomorrow.